Hey, what's up everyone? It's Dennis here from Czech Street Workout, and I'm here with Adam Raw today for a little interview. We just finished our workout and time to ask some of those questions that a lot of people have been asking. Adam, a lot of people know about you and have seen your videos and look up to you, but there are many things that people don't know, and so I think this is a good way to get that information out to people. So that they see what's behind you and behind everything you've been doing. So first thing I want to ask you is just explain really quick when you started working out, why you started, and how you started.
Yeah, okay. So actually, if I have to say how long I work out in general, I work out 8 years. But talking about street workout, it's 4 years. So I started around 2010. Before I did various sports. I'm telling this because many people think I did some kind of weight training, but I never did weights. I did various sports with own body, like jumping, parkour, and some pull-ups and stuff like that, but never really weights. So the weight I built on myself and the weight I got on was all through street workout.
Okay. So 4 years ago you started.
Yeah.
Why?
I think it's very similar in every person in the game. It was the videos on the internet, of course, Hannibal and the stars, but also it was that our neighbors in Czech Republic, actually, they started slightly a bit before us, and we visited them. And we saw Little Beastem. It was something like European street workout star in those times. And it gave me the most motivation. Later he became my teacher, and it was the biggest pulse for me to start with street workout.
Okay. So when you started, how many, was it just you or like a group of friends?
Yeah, it was basically just me and about 3-4 people. And then, people start joining us, and it just basically was self-growing community. There was more people, and then we started to make bigger workouts all together, and spreading our knowledge that we got from videos or from our experiences, and it was just basically self-growing.
Okay, and that's at some point you started SebeRevolta, which is a organization in the Czech Republic.
Yeah, that's our main project. We started it basically with my friend Revolt. That's his like pseudonym, He's rapper. He's making music to like motivate the youth and people, inspire them. And so we connected it together basically to inspire and motivate young people to fight against alcohol, drugs, and those negative things in today's society.
Okay.
So that was the main goal, and then it turned out to, not just workout, but also many aspects around, like the mind, discipline, consciousness, and all the things around.
Okay, which is what you have here on the shirt.
Yeah, exactly. We have the main 3 words, which is the humbleness, humility, discipline, and consciousness.
Okay.
That's basically saying all.
Okay, that's some good words to live by. And SebeRevolta means what?
It's like a self-battle against negativity and negative things inside of you or around you.
Okay.
So it's like you are fighting against, for example, when you have a group of people around who goes drink every Friday or do some negative things, you are like fighting inside of you to not do it too, and to rather do your good stuff, like caring about health food, going to train, going to sleep early, because then you have more energy in the morning and you can do your stuff and be more creative and all these things around.
Okay. And so this developed from you and your group of friends?
Yeah.
And today?
Today is really massive. It was self-growing, and today we have like over 300 groups all over Slovakia and Czech Republic.
Okay.
And it's actually, I don't even know all the people who are in it.
Okay.
Because we made it like free, you know.
Yeah.
Anyone
can join.
Can join, yeah. And it's just they name their group SebeRevolta group and the name of the city or the village, and they just do trainings, workouts, and we actually by this we connected whole Republic with workout, you know.
That's great. That's really amazing.
Yeah, and that was one of the main goals, to create one big family where you imagine any city you come to, you know there is a group of SebeRevolta.
And you can go and train.
Yeah, you can go and train, you can, they usually provide you, for example, when you need to sleep, they provide you with place to sleep,
awesome.
and it's just amazing.
Okay, so when you started, how was the situation with training parks?
That's very that's very big topic, because workout parks in Czech Republic, it was desperate situation. There are cities like Brno when they have a lot of parks, it's okay, but then there are places when it's nothing.
Okay.
For example, Ostrava, it's very desperate situation. So we've been fighting for workout park some time now, but I have to say that that its situation is improving, because as time goes and workout becomes more and more popular, there are more and more companies who wanna, you know, like build the parks and help with the situations, and as we become more known, and also you know, offices and people around it see it, they try to like help us with it and provide us with some support.
Okay, great. All right. Now, how about training? When you started training, you said you've been doing various sports. What do you think was your fitness level, your strength level, and how was your physique when you started street workout?
Oh, basically, this is complicated, because when I started street workout, I actually was after about half year or year of experimenting with my own body through diet. So I was after veganism. When I was at high school, before I started veganism, I was already around 90 kilos. Okay, that I built through various sports, and for example, I did a strength tetrathlon, which was at high school. It was triple standing jump, chin-ups, leg raises, and bench press. Okay, so I was 90 kilo already, but then through the diet I lost about 20 kilos. And when I started street workout, it was actually in those times when I stopped vegan diet and started dieting regularly again. Then I built all the muscle, maybe due to muscle memory also, but I built all the muscle back through street workout.
Okay.
So actually...
So you were skinny, but you already had more muscle before.
Yeah, so I think there was some muscle memory, you know, and the street workout just helped me to get it back, maybe with more function.
Okay, so when you started, what was your training program?
When I started, I took the most inspiration from Little Beastem, and he trained a lot of weighted calisthenics. So I did regularly just basics, you know, pull-ups, dips, push-ups, squats, but I added weight on it.
Even from the beginning?
Yeah, from the beginning.
Okay.
I started I never did high reps. That's what I never did. I never was like, let's do 30 pull-ups or stuff like that. I always kept it around 10, but started adding weight. And that's what I think made me grow, or that's what I think is that pulse that made me like build more mass than usually people do. Because people, when they start calisthenics, they usually do just basics, but high reps, you know, endurance sets, long sets and high reps. For example, they do push-ups, they do 50 push-ups and stuff like that. I never did this. When I did dips, I did 10, then I put weight on myself. I did 10 with 20 kilo, I did 10 with 40 kilo, and I was building up for the numbers. Because for me, the strength and maximum power was always something like, you know, the goals. I always saw that strength as something like what I want to reach.
Alright, but did you have like a certain program, or you would do full body every day?
It was complicated because at the beginning we just tried to do things we saw on videos, and you know, you are just playing around. So I don't even remember, or I can memorize exactly what I did. But I would say it was experimenting, plus maybe sometimes I had some plan, and that plan was always something like I came to the gym or to the park and I choose my basics, which was always pull-ups, push-ups, dips, and I just did about 3 to 5 sets of, let's say, 10 reps. And that was first, we can say, year. It was the same. And then as I started to gain strength and raise the maximal power for 1 rep at weighted, then I started to do like moves and things. I did not start with moves. So for example, I was not trying to learn front lever at the beginning. Of course, we was trying it and playing with it, but I never had it as the main part of my training. It always was basics, and that's also what I recommend to people: to start with the basics, add weight on it, and when you get more basic power, you will start with the tricks, and it will come itself.
Okay. So, but regarding those tricks, let's say muscle ups or front lever, did you follow specific exercises or progressions, or would you just try it at some point?
Some of the moves I just tried and did them. For example, back lever, when I first tried it, I did it. I think human flag also, when I first tried it, I did it, at least for one side. And it was, I don't even remember that there were times when I really like trained for some move. Maybe front lever later, we started with tuck, you know, with tuck legs and tried to do straddle one leg. Front lever maybe, but I never trained for it. It all came up from the basics. Because whole my history of street workout I do, which is those 4 years now, I always did weighted calisthenics. Weighted pull-up, weighted dip, weighted push-up. And I think that is the main and the staple thing that built my strength.
Okay. What's your way of doing weighted push-ups? Someone on the back or a vest? Or
someone.
People on the back.
Basically.
Okay. Yeah, that's good to have a training partner. Okay. So how about nutrition? You said you've been a vegan before, so you tried many things. What is your current approach to nutrition?
Yeah, this is very complicated topic because, as you said, I tried many things on myself. I was experimenting, and I don't like often to talk about nutrition because if I have to say everything I know, I would need to start at the beginning and go all over those things. And really it would be for a very long time. So basically I created a formula how to, in short, tell people what I think is the best. After everything I came through, I would say the main approach of everyone in nutrition should be to focus on whole foods. Because maybe as I was vegetarian, vegan, or I tried paleo, or I tried a ketogenic diet, it's just basically just meat and fat, or just protein and fat, maybe anything. The best nutrition that brings the best results is nutrition that's based on whole foods. So you basically just choose your meals and foods from the whole foods and from things that are in the nature as a whole, as a whole entity, you know. Basically we can say if man made it, you know that if man made it, don't eat it. Okay. So basically whole foods. That's the best thing I believe you can do.
Okay. And you follow a specific meal plan, or do you just know these are the good foods I want to eat without like counting calories or like weighing your food or something like that? How do you do that?
Well, I never was into counting something because I think it makes things too complicated, you know. But when I was in high school and the first trying and studying nutrition and playing with it all around, I was counting a little bit. I learned about calories, how much protein you need for a day to recover and build muscle, how much carbs you need to have enough energy and stuff, how much fat you need to create hormones, and you know. when I had these basics, I was counting, and from those times I learned it. It somehow, you know, it stays in your mind.
Yeah.
And now I don't even want to count, but it's in my mind. So I already, when I eat something or have some nutrition plan, I know how much, for example, calories, protein, and stuff are in it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even want to count, but inside it's counting for me. You know.
Okay.
I have like kind of a self-counting machine.
All right. Okay. So you said earlier that you got up to 97 kilos.
Yeah.
And then now you're trying to get lower. So now that you're trying to lose weight, how do you do that? You just say I eat one meal less a day, or I just eat smaller portions. How do you regulate it?
Well, I just eat less.
Okay.
That's basically all. But also it's about kind of training, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I focus just on strength and I keep reps really low and really long rest periods and I don't pump.
Mm-hmm.
Then I don't grow. I don't put weight on, because I think I have my own theory. I think muscles grow when you pump them,
mm-hmm.
when you are constantly pushing blood into them. That's why I think, for example, Americans or American street workout, they are much bigger and have much higher weight in general, you know,
mm-hmm.
because they are doing sets and reps and routines, and they are constantly pushing, pumping with the high reps and with routines. And of course, more blood you push into your muscle, that muscle will start,
mm-hmm.
you know, growing, because it want to be bigger to get in the next workout, so it can take more and more blood.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a lot of this blood issue, you know. It's about how much blood you put inside, how much you pump, then you grow. So actually, I'm not pumping at all.
You do lower reps.
I do lower reps with long rest in between. No pumping at all. No going to failure. Because if you go to failure, you tear the fibers in the muscle,
mm-hmm.
and you are like that's the fuels for muscle to grow.
Yeah.
You know. So no pump, no going to failure, and eating less in general. That's everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. You said spoke. About your training when you started. What is your training nowadays? Like, is it the same thing? Do you split it up? Do you have push pull, full body? What does it look like?
Yeah, now I do split for lower and upper body.
Okay.
Before, what I did, I was always splitting pushing and pulling. For me, in workout, it's the basic split, because pushing are things like push-ups, handstand push-ups, planche, you know, things when you push your body from
mm-hmm.
the ground, you know.
Yeah.
And pulling, it's everything basically on the bar when you pull your body up. So it's like front levers, one arms, pull-ups, muscle-ups, and stuff like that. I always did this and split it for pushing and pulling, because my main things was weighted dip and weighted pull-up. And it's very hard to do weighted dip and weighted pull-up in one day if you really want to grow strength. So I always was splitting, but now, because I can't sometimes train weighted dips as I would like to, because I had some shoulder issues and some things around it, I train mainly weighted pull-ups, and that's why I put it all together.
Mm-hmm.
Because for pushing I do now just planche push-ups, handstand push-ups and push-ups.
Okay.
It's basically all.
Okay. And what about legs?
For legs I do basic squat, which is calisthenics for me, and when I add weight on my back, it's weighted calisthenics for me too. So I do weighted squat, and with body weight I do pistol squats and its variation with jumping.
Pistol squats, jumps.
Of course,
tried before.
Of course, I love standing long jump, so that's staple of my leg routine.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, nice. So what recommendations could you give to someone who's starting out and who looks up to you and says, I want to be like you? What should my training program be? What should my nutrition be? Like, just like one sentence as a tip.
Yeah, it always would be to start with and continue doing basics, at least 1 year or more, because basics are what builds everything. I believe basics and later weighted basics are the most important part of street workout.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. Because if you start with moves and you are not experienced, or you are inflexible, or you have some other issues that can, you know, block you, you will injure and or you will have some problems, and it will stop you from progress, and it will be just not good.
Yeah.
If you start with basics, it's very low risk of injury, and you will be
much stronger. Yeah.
yeah, you will be stronger day by day, and it will come.
Okay, all right, great. Then you also you started the whole movement in Czech Republic. You also did some events and competitions, and there's been a lot of debate about events, competitions, and people saying that, you know, you don't like the competitions for the federation and this and that. So can you just give a little bit of background info about what that whole debate was about?
You know, is that I always said that I don't like gymnastics like concept of street workout. You know, it's like putting too much of gymnastics into the street workout. Because for me, street workout is something that that was created or you know, that have its roots on the street.
Yeah.
And it should be, due to that, it should be for everyone. And if you put some moves that are, for example, easier to do just for some people.
Yeah, you exclude everyone else.
Yeah, you exclude everyone else. And why would we do that in street workout when it's supposed to be for everyone? And then the issue become how to do it, you know, so it can be fair for everyone. And it's very hard to do. Because street workout is working with your own body, and of course, taller and heavier the body is, the heavier is the workout itself. So I'm like, my only way how to solve this problem is create weight categories, or do not do competitions at all.
Yeah.
Do just some meetings or something when it's only about fun and enjoying the workout itself. And as I see now, the movement is big, it's like evolution, it's evolving. And I never liked the concept of competitions, because even today we can see on competitions there are nearly no heavyweights. And why it's so? Why would they even come there when they have no chance to compare?
Yeah.
And so I don't like this excluding of them. You know, it's, I think it can be maybe made a little bit better, but also I have to say it's very hard to.
Yeah. In fact,
so I don't judge it anymore.
Yeah.
I try not to judge it anymore, and I will just wait, and we will just see how it evolves in the future.
We just had you as judge as the king of the bar competition at FIBO, and
it was very hard.
Exactly. You see how
absolutely hard. Really.
Yeah, because in fact the idea is also that judges keep in mind if someone is very light and someone is heavier, and we also talked earlier about different concepts, how you can make it fair, but of course it's something that has to be developed. But you had the idea first of having weight categories, which is one way to make it, you know, to make more of a level field, and also to include power legs and weighted competition. In fact, that was also what has been done at the World Championship when it started. But the experience was that spectators, it was boring to just see people do max reps. How about when you did your battle? How was the experience of people watching, you know, pistol squats and weighted pull-ups? Was there any interest from the spectators?
Well, because we put this information out before, it was quite okay. Because the people who wanted that just came for it.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
So they liked it, and of course there were people who just didn't care. But you know, it's always like that. You will always have people who are not satisfied.
Yeah.
With dissatisfaction, and then you will have people who will enjoy it. So. Really, I agree. It's hard to like do it perfect.
Yeah.
But we try to, like, here in Czech Republic, we try to be as most complete as we can. So everybody can come. Everybody can find his, you know, his way of training or express himself, and we try to do not exclude anyone.
Okay.
So this is the way street workout should be. I think it should not exclude anyone. And it should try to be as complete as it can.
Okay, that is a good approach. And of course, you've seen it yourself when you start doing an event or something. You make many mistakes and then you learn from it, and so you say, okay, next time we're gonna do it like this, we're gonna do it like that.
That's why I completely understand now that we cannot judge the organization so far, and we really need to give it more time and try to find out. It's just I want to prevent street workout turning
the wrong
more,
direction, yeah.
you know, and turning it more into gymnastics. Because then what? Then what? Then it's same.
Yeah, because if you bring a gymnast, he's gonna win.
Yeah, of course, man. I want to say then it's like if it's about moves and elements only, and there is no creativity or no like including heavyweights, because look at gymnastics, pro gymnastics, there is no heavyweight at all, because they would have no chance.
Yeah.
But street workout should be, I feel, different. It should be for everyone. Even heavyweight can show some qualities, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we try to prove that.
Yeah, we try to prove that at all.
Okay. So what's the plan? What's next? What's the next project? What can we expect in the future?
Well, I hope SebeRevolta will grow. I hope we will connect more and more people. Keep connecting. Also connecting with other countries. For example, now we got a really good connection with you. I hope there will be more events. Now the upcoming event is Czech Workout Battle 2014. That will be for June. We are organizing it with Lada and Xion, and we will see.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Also Slovakian Street Workout Challenge. That's international level. Last year we had some people and very good bar athletes from other countries. So that is big event too, and we will see.
All right. Okay. So a lot of stuff to be planned. Also, in July we're gonna have the World Cup in Stuttgart, Germany. So maybe let's see if we can bring some people over for that. A lot of stuff happening. So just stay tuned. You have your own YouTube channel, your Facebook page, so people can connect with you there. You probably already get a lot of questions, so I'm not going to encourage further questions. Just leave comments. Just leave comments under the videos if you have any questions. Other than that, I hope we'll see you again soon.
Yeah, I hope so too.
And good luck so far.
It was very nice talking to you.
Thank
you.